Hey guys, this is an instructional video on the Giver Utopian community project that you'll be working on for the rest of Try 3 Week 3 and Try 3 Week 4. Now it's important that you work on a little bit of this each day. There are 6 parts and you will turn it in by Monday, April 19th, 2021. So, Utopia is defined as an ideally perfect place. The next book we're going to read talks about a kid named Jonas in this utopian world where everything is set up to be perfect. So we're going to have you design your own perfect world. What would it look like? What would it look like for the people that are in that perfect community? So think about these different things. It's going to be split up into different parts of a standard community. You're going to think about government, education, family, housing, employment, money, transportation, environment or climate, recreation, technology. You're going to name this perfect place, Utopia, and you're going to come up with a flag to represent your utopian world. Okay, so again, we recommend that you work on one part each day. Pace yourself. You will not do quality work if you save it until the very end. You can work ahead if you wish, but don't save it all until Monday, the 19th. Okay, all your answers must be in complete mature sentences. They must also be your own words, not plagiarized or copied from outside sources. So part 1 on Thursday, you're going to talk about government and education in your perfect world. So you need to have laws. So in complete mature sentences, you're going to give 10 rules or laws for your community. You know, they could be simple things, they could be complex things, but you're creating everything about this community. What do people have to abide by, rule-wise or law-wise? Who makes the laws? How are those laws enforced? Is your community one of these 4 types? Democracy, dictatorship, monarchy, or republic? If you're not quite sure what those mean, there's a quick, I think just a minute or 2 video on what those different types mean, and then explain that. And then what happens if somebody breaks a law? Is it a free-for-all? Is there no law at all? People can, have certain rules, but laws are just kind of suggestions, or is it super severe? You cross the street wrong and, I don't know, they take the roof off your house. I don't know. So it's up to you. What happens in your community when somebody breaks the law? In education, what will school be like in your community? What's going to be taught? What subjects have to be learned by everybody? And how will that help the community? By saying, we should learn how to do math and science and whatever. How does that help the community? And then how will the schools in your community look different from how your own community has schooling? So how is the school in your fictional community different from what's going on at Carroll schools? Okay, part 2 on Friday, you're going to talk about family and housing in your utopian community. Is the family going to be matriarchal, where it's controlled by the mothers, or patriarchal, where it's controlled by the fathers, or neither? Maybe the kids run everything. Explain your answer there. Is there a limit as to how many children a family can have? In some utopian societies, it might be 1 kid per family, 2 kids per family, a boy and a girl, or, however many parents might want. So is there a limit to children? Does everyone in the family live in the same house? Do parents have a house? Do the kids have a house? Is it a building, house, or apartment? Tell me why. And then the housing itself. If you think about Caro, there's different types of housing. There's apartments, there's trailers, there's townhouses, there's houses kind of off on their own. There's houses kind of out in the woods. There's houses out in the country. There's houses in subdivisions nearby other houses. How does that look in your town? Be specific. And then do the people in the neighborhoods live in separate houses? Or do the people in your community, do they live like in apartment buildings and where all the houses are kind of together? And then why'd you choose to design your community that way? Monday the 12th, you're going to talk about employment and money. You're going to pick 5 jobs in your community. Just put the job description there, so it might be, police officer, teacher, whatever it is. What does that job do? How do people get chosen for that job? What types of people are chosen for that job, and how are they trained? For your jobs 1 through 5, those can be short answer. Everything else should be complete sentences. Money. Is there a system of money in your community? You're going to pick either yes or no. If you pick yes, what types of money does your community use? What's it called? If you pick no, why don't you use community money? And how do you pay people? And how do people get what they need if there's no money? Part 4 next Tuesday, transportation and the environment or climate. Think about how people move from place to place. Is there mass transit? Are there subways, buses, planes, trains, or other things? Why or why not? Think about the climate. Is it always nice? Does it have 4 seasons? Does it get super cold? Does it rain? That sort of thing. Are there animals in your community? Are they wild? Are they domesticated like pets? Both? Tell me why. Part 5 on Wednesday, the 14th, you're going to talk about recreation and technology. Recreation is free time or hobbies or what people do in their own time. How much time do people in your community spend on recreation? What do they do for fun? Give me some examples of what might be in your community. Your community might have a stadium. It might have a splash pad. What are things that people in your community can do that other communities might not be able to do? Does the government control recreation? And how is this different than other places? Technology, you're going to think about, is your community either technologically advanced or do they live a simple life? You're going to pick one or the other and then give me some examples in 4 sentences on this technology part. The last section is going to take 2 days, unless you're skipping ahead, which is fine. You're going to name your community and you're going to create a digital flag for your community. For the digital flag, you need at least 2 colors and 3 emblems or designs. Let me pause this and change the screen. You're going to go to this flagmakerprint.com. You're going to go there, and you're going to be able to create your flag. So again, you need 2 colors, and then the emblems are up here. Triangle, circle, stars, what have you. You can look at the templates, what things might already kind of look like. You can change your colors by dragging this. You can import your own images. Like if you want to put your own face on a flag, you can. Any other image that would be school appropriate, that would be fine. And then you're going to copy and paste your flag. Now to do that, you should make sure that the show print overlay goes away. See these dotted lines? That's the print overlay. So if you were to print it, everything in those dotted lines would be what would be printed. So you want to click that so it's empty, kind of like this. And then you're going to go to print my flag. Yes, I agree. Accept and print. Just so the design shows up here. Okay. And then you're going to click the screenshot buttons, which are right here, Control, Shift, and then this is in the top row of your buttons. It's the all windows. And you're going to be able to click and drag around your image. You're going to be able to save it to your Google Drive. And then you're going to go up to Insert, Image, Google Drive, and then find your screenshot. And you're going to save it right here under where it says My Utopian Flag. And then when you're all done, you're going to spell check, grammar check your entire assignment. If there are goofs or errors, oopses, fix those up. Make sure your answers are complete, mature sentences. Unless you're in the job section, those can be short answer. The rest should be full sentences. Make sure you turn in quality work. It's a big point project. It should not wait until the last minute. And we've divvied it up so you can do a little bit a day, and it's not too taxing. If you have any questions, let us know. Have fun. Be interesting to see what you guys come up with.